Good morning, everybody. It is a brand new day. Praise the Lord. I just wanted to do an update in this video to share how I've been going since the Mirena removal, which if you saw my last videos on this, which I think was in Vlogmas, I got the Mirena out, which is an inner uterine device which usually stops pregnancy, but they also use it on women who have period issues. Even though endo isn't a whole body disease, they use it to help manage endometriosis and conditions like that. I have conditions called endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, and PMDD. Quite the selection. I've had 3 surgeries for endometriosis, and the first one was to diagnose it, because you have to diagnose through surgery at the moment. That's how it is. That's how it's been for my whole journey so far. And then I've had 2 more surgeries to remove endo, and nothing to remove adenomyosis, because literally you can't. You have to take out your whole uterus to remove the adenomyosis, and that is not happening right now. And then just recently I've had like a PCOS diagnosis because I have insulin resistance. So I've been working with a naturopath to get on top of that, and also, manage with supplements and do gluten and dairy-free living as much as possible. I am not super strict with it. I do have the occasional Macca's nuggets every now and then. For some reason, they don't trigger me. I don't understand that. I still allow that joy. Like, I know that if I eat a certain thing, it's probably gonna make me bloated or feel sick or feel yuck. So I know that going into anything, and I just take it day by day. And if I can afford doing that, then I'll do it, and I'll enjoy the yummy food. I also have the option of being gluten-free, and I think it's really cool how many products there are that are gluten-free. Dairy-free can be a little bit trickier, but I'm not as dairy-free intolerant as probably a lot of people, so I can handle a lot of things before I feel like crazy symptoms. So gluten is the biggest one. So I try and stick away from like breads and things like that. So I haven't had like pizza or bread or that in a couple months now. I've mainly substituted with gluten-free versions. But other things like Macca's nuggets, I can literally eat and be fine. Explain it to me, because I don't know why. If you don't know what those conditions are, or you're like, endometriosis is a whole body disease. It used to just be called like a period disease, but we all know better now, because that girl is not a period disease. It affects your whole body. It's been found on every single organ in the body, which is crazy. They've even found it in like fingertips, in the brain, diaphragm, everywhere. I think I have about stage 3 endometriosis the last time I had surgery, which was a little while ago now. They cleared me out then. They had to leave some in because it was too dangerous to remove. So I don't actually know what stage I'm at currently, but there are 4 stages. I believe it can go up to stage 5, which is like severe endometriosis. But the thing with stages in endometriosis is the stage you have doesn't always correlate with the amount of symptoms and pain you experience. You can have someone with a severe case of this disease and have endo growing everywhere, and have endo growing on organs and sticking, like adhesions sticking to each other and all the things. You can have that, and then someone can have no symptoms, and then you can have someone with a very mild case of endo but then have very severe symptoms. So it doesn't correlate. My symptoms have been like from being bedbound to being okay, so like changes day by day, week by week, but I can mostly manage, but I do have to do accommodations to manage. So I'm not like great yet, but it's very nuanced. There's a lot to it. We're still trying to understand it. I'm still trying to understand it, and I have it. There's so many definitions out there. That is endometriosis, and I think there's a genetic link because my grandma had endometriosis and my mom had adenomyosis. So I got both of them. They are known as the cousins in the medical world because they operate very similarly. The key difference is adenomyosis stays and grows on the uterus in and around the uterus. Endometriosis grows wherever it wants. So that's why they kind of say there's a cure for adenomyosis, because you can take your uterus out through a hysterectomy. But that also doesn't solve problems because, you know, we want to become mothers. We haven't found a great solution yet for any of this. There's no cure for any of these, and you just have to manage it via medication, Mirenas, Nexplanons. There's so many different things, injections, and it's usually recommended to be on something. And a lot of people also do natural living and manage it that way through going to like osteos, chiros, physios, pelvic floor physios, doing diet. It's not always accessible for a lot of people, and so they also just take a pill, and that's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. That was at least my scenario. I took a pill because those things weren't so accessible because they are very expensive and you have to pay out of pocket. You usually get like a set amount through work, but then after that, you gotta pay for it. Diagnosis for endometriosis is unfortunately via surgery, laparoscopic surgery, which is keyhole. So not a lot of people have access to that as well. I was one of the lucky ones. In saying that, I was 18 and they literally wouldn't listen to me or give me the surgery to diagnose this condition that I had until I was an adult in Australia. It says a lot about how much they don't really help the younger generation, although I feel like the narrative is changing slowly and now more and more young people are getting diagnosed, which is really great and also really sad at the same time. But there is hope that, you know, more people are getting diagnosed and getting the diagnosis that they need so they can better support their lives and validate themselves too, because it is so rewarding to know that you are not crazy and you're not alone and that something is going on. Because after so many years of tests and things coming back normal, my goodness, it is so validating and nice when they say you have endometriosis. But it's also kind of bittersweet because you have endometriosis. So I have had my fair share of trying hormone suppression. I've been on pills since I was 14, and then literally got the Nexplanon, the rod in my arm. Didn't work. I tried it like 2 times, just it never worked for me. And then I did the Mirena in 2019, went okay, like it was pretty good, pretty decent. Still had, you know, symptoms and side effects and all the things, but it was pretty okay. Like it kept things at bay. And then it was 5 years later, I was having really bad symptoms again. So it was kind of time for it to come out because it wasn't doing what it needed to do for someone managing a condition. Works for pregnancy for like 8 years, but not if you're managing a condition. I decided to get it out, and December last year, 2025, I got it out. And when it first came out, like the first week or 2, if you look at my previous vlogs on this, I literally had to take tranexamic acid because I was bleeding so heavily. It was so bad, like it was ridiculous. I should have gone to emergency in hindsight because the bleeding was severe. But we don't do that here, do we? No. We don't go to the emergency when we need to, no. But it's been like a little over a month now and I have been feeling so good. Like I am actually shocked and surprised at how well I've been doing physically and mentally. I feel like this cloud that I had over my head for the last 10 plus years has like lifted, and I feel like the real me, not just like a masked version of me, if that makes sense. Like I feel just so like happy, positive me, which is who I am. I am happy and positive. I just been really shocked because I wasn't expecting this at all. And I know that, you know, I haven't had a proper period yet, so we've still got that fun stuff to look forward to. But for now, I feel just so productive, and this mental clarity and physical, like I've been doing a lot better. I haven't needed my heat pack as much, and like haven't needed to take like Advil and like pain medication as much. And I'm not saying this to you guys to be like, you need to do this, you need to get off everything, because for some people it works. It did work for me for the 5 years that had the Mirena in for, and it was great. But this time it just wasn't working, and I needed to do something for my body and my body isn't great with the medication or any of that stuff. So I had to make the call for myself, and this was the best call for myself so far, and it may not be the best call for you. So this is not my recommendation. This is just my experience. This is not even advice. This is just literally me journaling my experience with getting this Mirena, so that maybe it helps someone, you know, make a decision, or help someone if they're feeling the same way. Or if you've also gone off hormone support, maybe you can relate and we can share this experience together. So far, so good, and I'm really hopeful that this is gonna be a key, or just, you know, me managing life without hormone suppression and just, you know, taking the bad days as they come and just trying to survive and thrive without all that medication stuff. And, you know, obviously I still take all the pain medication stuff, but hormone suppression is, you know, does a lot in your body. I'm glad to be off it and feeling a little bit more clear and calm. And this is definitely not for everyone. I know, trust me, I know. I have a specialist appointment, an endo specialist appointment. It's sometime this year, and it'll be really interesting to see if I get kind of talked down to because I am off hormone suppression. I mean, it feels kind of hard with doctors. They usually want to keep you on the stuff, keep you on the suppression, which I can understand. After going through this since I was 14, I can understand. I get it. Okay, I get it. But there comes a point where it's like, is this helping me? Is my body actually thriving on this? And, you know, with the side effects I was getting, I wasn't thriving. And yes, maybe I'm not going to thrive more so because I have nothing in helping me like suppress this. But I don't know, I just have this like feeling that it's gonna be okay and that it's gonna work out. And even if I have some bad days, that's okay, because I can manage it. I can do what I need to do. I'm really blessed and thankful that I get to work from home. So I have tools that I can use to manage this, and I don't take that lightly. So I'm very grateful for that and very thankful for that. But, you know, if I was working in person, or if I had like a job that required me to move around a lot, I would struggle with probably no hormone suppression. So I definitely can see myself being able to do this because I am working from home and I have, you know, family support and loved ones who are always around to help. So that is my update. So that's just a little snippet about these conditions that I thought I'd just add in so that you have some context. But I am happy to make way more videos on this because it's something I'm passionate about, because I've lived with since I was 14. I will make more videos on this. So please let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that caught your eye that you would like me to talk on more. Happy to do so. We're just having a little chatty time today because I just wanted to share and give an update on how I've been going in amidst everything, because there's a lot more to say. But I'm gonna leave it at that today, and I'm gonna see you next video. And if you can't tell by my background right now, it looks a little different from my usual dwelling. More on that later. Well, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week and month and year, and whatever time zone you're in. I hope that you are having a great day or night, and I'd love for you to subscribe, come back if you would like to. I would love to have you, of course, but it was so nice to sit and chat with you for a little bit of your day. Thank you for watching and sticking around, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.